Hey everyone, I am Sneh and we are super excited to present our project HealthHive, built during the Hack4Bengal. Over the next few minutes, we'll take you through this AI-powered health assistant that we believe can make a real impact on early diagnosis and healthcare access. Let's start with how we built the brain behind it, the machine learning model. We used TF-IDF to convert symptoms into vectors and then trained the naive Bayes classifier to predict diseases. But what makes this project unique is that we didn't stop at predicting diseases. We also built models to recommend prescriptions, identify macronutrient deficiencies, and suggest relevant diagnostic tests. Getting the dataset for this was a huge challenge. We went through tons of public health data, scrapped records, and finally compiled a dataset of over 1 lakh rows. Cleaning, structuring the data, mapping vague symptoms to diseases, dealing with duplicates, it was the days of effort. The model itself is modular and multi-label. Each label, disease, prescription, deficiency, has its own prediction layer, so we can train or update them separately. It handles natural language too, like if someone says, I feel pain while walking, it intelligently maps it through orthopedics. Looking ahead, we want to take this further, adding support for multi-languages, recognizing more localized symptoms, and even tracking user history so that patients can monitor recurring issues over time. We built HealthHive to help people, not just techies or doctors, but everyday users who need fast, smart answers when they were feeling unwell. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Deep Moitru and I've worked on developing the web and the generative AI part of this project. Now, coming to our screens. As we can see, we have developed the user interface in such a way that it is easily understandable by every age groups. For children, from old age people, we have made the color blue because it symbolizes faith and trust, and that's what we expect from our users to have from us. Now the call to action button is clearly visible in just front of the page. Also in the nav bar we have highlighted every aspect of the pages, such as about section, services and contact section, so that we are available whenever they want. The best features are the call to actions, which are just right in front of the features page, also on the landing pages. We have highlighted 4 features which are our main USPs. Firstly, symptoms to doctor. Now we can see that in current market, we do not have something which can understand our problems in a very natural way and give solutions to us. Now we have implemented ML models behind it and integrated in our websites, so that if we can type anything like very basically chest pain, and let's get a recommendation. Okay, I have to see a cardiologist. I'm not typing a cardiac arrest, but I'm typing chest pain, because in layman language, in the daily life, we do not use words like that. Now it is currently under development and we expect it to be on a full-fledged model and working basis as we go through the project in future. Going on to the second one, there is an NGO listing feature. Now what happens here is that we have a vision to partner with the NGOs and the hospitals close by who want to provide some kind of a monetary benefit, or in other sense, let's say provide beds, or let's say provide camps. Now how do we do that? We connect common people with these NGOs and hospitals. How? Because we have created an admin panel or a portal where an NGO can list itself and can register in this behalf, and they can enter these details and these amounts which they are going to pay. Now any user who wants a help, or any organization, let's say I'm from a very small village and I want an NGO to help me. How will I find that? How will I locate that? Now just searching on the Google is not enough, right? So I'll go here, I'll search listing on the amounts, listing on the age of experiences, or in the very basic listing on the base of locations. We can find things, we can find NGOs which are available to us in the very near basis. Now our main USPs, which is health prediction. Here what we have done is taken our whole ML model, which we have developed by ourselves, and we have taken it to the next level by putting it out of just command line interpreter and taking it to the websites. How? we have hosted this model in the form of APIs. We have used Fast API for that, and that's how we get that JSON data and we transfer it to the website so the users can see that. Here we can type name anything, let's say test 1, and let's put on the age, let's selecting something. And now the best part of here is that I'm not typing any fluent English or a very refined something, but what we use in daily language. Let's say, what do we say? Joint pain is too much, because that's how we talk in the normal life. So yes, we are okay. Now we can get the output. So it's not necessary that we have to put keywords. We have refined our model in such a way that it can understand normal human language or natural language processing, because we know that old age people or any child who wants to use it, or people who do not have that much fluency in English or access to it, they are also be able to use this. Coming to our one of the most important features, which is a mental health chatbot. Now, one of our major targets was to target the society of teenagers, which we know that they are suffering from various mental issues like anxiety, stress, ADHDs, etc. And they do not have really everybody to talk about. We have seen platforms like Reddit grow because there are people anonymously talking by themselves. They can share something. So we have tried to implement something. We have tried to implement something close to that, where we give the users the possibility that they can talk, they can make a friend, they can ask. For example, let's say I'm a teenager, I'm having an exam, but I'm feeling panicked. So after that, I ask it. It can talk to me like a friend. It can give me suggestions. Now it is still in the very beginning of it phase, beginning phase, and we hope to launch it after developments, after a few more refinements and updates, so that it will be able to understand more about because since it's based on large data, so it understands every prospect of society, but we want to make it for Indians and our own culture, make it multilingual so that it can understand different kind of languages. So I believe this is our step to understand, and this is our step and initiative to understand that how we are going to provide solutions to the modern problems and to the areas of societies which are not that aware. We are not saying that we will be replacing doctors, but we are bridging the gap. We are providing the awareness, because the solution is for everybody. Any grandma in their home who's having joint pain, at least she can talk and she can get an idea that she's having something and she's having something incoming. We know that in India a lot of people are pre-diabetic, but how can they measure that? Not everybody has the possibility to get that blood sugar measured. Also, any teenager who wants to talk, they can have a friend. These are our features. There is also an SOS feature which we have included, which is currently under the development, by which we can partner up with the closest societies and the hospitals, so that whenever anything happens, so that one can use an app and go and hit that SOS button, and it will track their location and send the nearest hospital an alert signal that there is something has happened. Because sometimes we see and we know that the call feature does not really work. Now, what are the challenges we faced? We had to train our own machine learning model. Also, we had to find the data set which is critically based on the symptoms which we talk in the daily life, such as, like I said, chest pain, not cardiac arrest. Like I said, not nausea, but feeling runny nose. That's how. Introducing NLP and using AI in this was a challenge, because we didn't know how to host it, but we got it somehow and got the API running and fetched the data somehow. Now, mental health was a very niche topic, and we know that in the current market, a lot of people are not working on it, but we tried to implement that also. So this is how we hope to solve that part of a problem of the society. In the future developments, we are hoping to include blockchain as a security measure, to have a centralized database so that voting systems can be done in the NGOs. Also, we can have an authentication based on that. Well, this is from my side. Thank you for watching.
बिल्कुल, मैं हूँ ऋषभ और मैं हूँ एक फुल स्टैक एंड्रॉइड डेवलपर। तो इस ऐप को हमने फुल्ली यूजर फ्रेंडली बनाया है। किसी भी एज कैटेगरी के लोग इसे यूज कर सकते हैं, कहीं से भी इस ऐप को यूज कर सकते हैं। हमने इस ऐप में बहुत सारे फीचर्स को ऐड करा है। पहले हमने इसमें एक मॉडल बनाया, जो कि पाइथन से हेल्प से हमने एक ML मॉडल बनाया, जो कि आपके सिम्टम्स के हिसाब से आपकी डिजीज को फाइंड आउट करेगा। तो इस ऐप में हमने उस मॉडल को डिप्लॉय करा, जो कि हमने फास्ट API का यूज किया, और उस API को यूज करके हमने एक ब्रिज का काम करवाया, और हमारे पाइथन कोड को हमने अपने फ्लटर ऐप में डिप्लॉय करा। गाइस, देन हमने इस ऐप में बहुत सारे फीचर्स ऐसे ऐड करे हैं, जैसे कि हमारा चैटबॉट, वो आपको बताएगा आप कितने भी स्ट्रेस से हो, आप हमारे चैटबॉट से आके एक फ्रेंड बात कर सकते हो और वो आपका स्ट्रेस दूर करेगा। फिर हमने इस ऐप को मल्टी लैंग्वेज बनाया, जो कि कहीं से भी किसी भी कैटेगरी के लोग हो, किसी भी लैंग्वेज के लोग हो, इस ऐप को यूज कर सकते हैं और इस ऐप का फायदा उठा सकते हैं गाइस, बेनिफिट ले सकते हैं। फिर हमने इस ऐप में एक मैपिंग फीचर दिया, जो कि आपके नियर वाइज लोकेशन को ट्रैक करके आपको बताएगा कि NGOs आपके नियर वाइज कहाँ है, ब्लड बैंक आपके नियर वाइज किधर है, हॉस्पिटल्स किधर है, फार्मेसी किधर है, क्लिनिक किधर है, ये सारा डिटेल्स आपको देगा बस एक क्लिक से गाइस। तो ये हमारा ऐप का बहुत सारे फीचर्स में से एक फीचर्स, 2 फीचर्स और 3 फीचर्स था। देन हमारा अगला फीचर्स है फॉर्म, जो कि हमने एक फॉर्म बनाया है, जो कि जितने भी नीडी लोग हैं वो हमारे ऐप पे आके रजिस्टर कर सकते हैं, और देन वो हमें बताएंगे कि हमारे पास ये प्रॉब्लम है। फिर हम वो प्रॉब्लम को किसी भी NGOs को देंगे, अगर वो NGOs उनका प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व कर सकते हैं तो वो उनका प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व करेंगे। ये हमारा इस ऐप का फीचर्स है गाइस। अगर ये फीचर्स बहुत ही टाइम लगा बनाने में, पर बहुत ही परफेक्ट फीचर्स है, क्योंकि हमने इस ऐप को बहुत ही लोगों के साथ टेस्टिंग करा है और उसका रिजल्ट बहुत ही अच्छा आया है। सारे कोड को हमने गिटहब पे पोस्ट करा है। आई होप कि आपको सारा डिटेल्स मिलेगा और अच्छा लगेगा। चलते हैं नेक्स्ट मॉडल के बारे में और वेब के बारे में बात करते हैं। थैंक यू गाइज।